The air hung heavy, thick with the smell of salt and fear. A lone figure moved through the shadows of the shipyard, a ghost in the urban jungle. He was known only as the Agent of Death, a whisper, a legend. Tonight his target was a man who traded in human lives, a drug lord who called himself El Serpiente. The Agent of Death moved with the precision of a machine, each step calculated, every breath controlled. His senses were on high alert, scanning for any sign of movement, any hint of danger. He was a shadow warrior, existing only in the darkness, a phantom created by the government to eliminate threats they couldn't touch. His fingers tightened around the cold steel of his customized Sig Sauer P-226, its way to familiar comfort. He was the embodiment of death, a bringer of swift and silent justice. Tonight, El Serpiente would breathe his last. He was a ghost, erased from all records, a phantom operating outside the law. The government had created him, honed him into a weapon, a scalpel in the hands of a surgeon. His purpose to eliminate threats to national security, individuals deemed too dangerous, too powerful for conventional means, drug lords, terrorists, rogue agents. These were his prey. He operated in the shadows, a deniable asset, his existence known only to a select few. His actions were never questioned, his orders never disobeyed. He was the embodiment of their darkest desires, the ultimate weapon in their arsenal. He had no name, no past, only a purpose. The government had stripped him of his identity, leaving behind a void filled only with the echoes of his training and the cold, hard logic of his missions. He was their instrument of death, a tool to be wielded against the enemies of the state. His missions were meticulously planned, every detail scrutinized, every contingency accounted for. He studied his targets, their habits, their weaknesses, becoming intimately familiar with their routines. He was a master of infiltration, a chameleon blending seamlessly into his surroundings. He preferred to work alone, a solitary predator stalking his prey. He trusted no one, relying solely on his skills and instincts. His methods were brutal, efficient, and always final. He was a ghost in the machine, leaving no trace of his presence, only the chilling silence of death. Each mission was a dangerous dance, a calculated risk, a delicate balance between precision and chaos. He was acutely aware of the consequences of failure, the potential for collateral damage. It was a burden he carried with him, a heavy weight on his soul. Section 4. The Devil's Bargain. The Agent of Death lived in a world of moral ambiguity, his actions constantly at odds with his conscience. He took lives, extinguishing them with ruthless efficiency, but the act never became easier. Each kill left a scar on his soul, a reminder of the darkness he carried within. He struggled with the justifications, the rationalizations that allowed him to reconcile his actions with his humanity. Was he a monster, a cold-blooded killer, or was he a necessary evil, a protector of the innocent? There were no easy answers, only the chilling certainty that his hands were stained with blood. He had made a deal with the devil, traded his soul for the power to eliminate evil. But was he any different from the monsters he hunted? The line between good and evil blurred with every life he took, leaving him lost in a moral wasteland of his own making. Section 5. Dance with the Cobra. El Serpiente's compound was a fortress, heavily guarded and seemingly impenetrable. But the Agent of Death had prepared for this, anticipating every obstacle, every line of defense. He moved like a wraith, slipping past guards, disabling cameras, his presence a phantom whisper in the night. He reached El Serpiente's inner sanctum, a luxurious den reeking of wealth and corruption. The drug lord sat at his desk, a mountain of a man, oblivious to the danger lurking in the shadows. The Agent of Death stepped into the light, his Sig Sauer P-226 a silent promise of death. "Your reign ends tonight, Serpiente," he said, his voice a cold whisper. A flicker of fear crossed the drug lord's face, replaced by a sneer. "You cannot kill me." El Serpiente chuckled, his hand reaching for a hidden button beneath his desk. "I have eyes everywhere." The room exploded into chaos.